All right. Welcome back. I am so sorry about that. I do not know what the fuck happened.
Fucking
Um,
hell.
Buddha came in hot.
Apparently, I forgot a chunk of the last. So, I actually came in a mud scrap pile in front of a blob and a droger.
Yeah, I think I lost all my planting that I was doing. I hope you're still there, speedrun. I am sorry about that. I had a power surge that just kind of fucked my shit up for a few minutes. Um,
And he lives in the rich neighborhood.
I know, right? Like, why do you live in the rich neighborhood if not to prevent this shit from happening?
I mean, you're supposed to leave this for the poor people.
I'm not
Oh,
actually the.
that reminds me, Xionyx. Remember the long-standing joke about my brother? Because one time he said he had $10,000 in the bank.
Yeah,
Well, like I was talking about earlier, Grandma passed, and we're talking about, what she had in her will, who the executor is, and stuff like that.
hang on. I'll go speedrun. Make something tasty for me
Mm-hmm.
and eat the fuck out of that shit. Sorry, go ahead, food.
But yeah, or so they were talking about that, and I guess my great grandfather or something like that. I don't know how many greats backs. He was one of like the old school or original workers for uh I forget what they called it back in the day, but pretty much the Bell Corporation, our phones and telegraphs and stuff like that. So he has stocks from way back in the day. And that led to a bit of a conversation about my brother is like, yeah, no, I invested into, whatever corporation too. He's like, okay, yeah, no, that's cool. And then he's like, yeah, I think I put $10,000 into that. And I just started smiling as big as I could. I didn't say anything, but I started smiling. And it took him like 2 seconds before he just put his head down and was like, damn it.
Your brother and his $10,000 increments.
I don't know what. I mean, when you're that rich, anything below 10,000 doesn't really count, but damn it, dude.
I know, right?
Actually, there's another game he likes to play. It's a very simple dice game. It's called Greed. And while we were playing it, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to rename this game after you. He's like, why? Because, first off, it's your favorite game to play when you come home. And second, the whole point of this game is to reach 10,000.
Nice.
But hopping back to what so the best joke or came from my brother for my grandma's funeral. Is for like the last 20 years, my grandma started harping that she doesn't get thank you letters, and she wants thank you letters. No thank you emails. No, like if we were visiting grandma, we open up gifts in front of her. We don't say thank you then. She wants us to write a letter and send it, and that's what she wants. And if you didn't do that, she would stop giving gifts. It's like, okay, fine, we'll send you thank you letters. And my brother was like, you know what? I think we should have made like an entire fan of just thank you letters and put it in her hands with her crossed over her chest. Just thank you letters. And I started dying once he came up with that suggestion. I was like, oh, that totally beats my chocolate idea.
Insensitivity for the win.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you can't laugh at a funeral, I just don't think you should be able to laugh. Besides,
Hmm.
first three letters of funeral is fun.
You can't argue with that particular logic.
Actually, we started talking about, so what do people want done when they die again? My dad wants a regular, old, simple pine box, nothing special. I want to be thrown in a burlap sack and like thrown in a river because I just don't care. Actually, what I really want to do is pretty much gonna
Maybe
take the
shot in the
entire.
sun. Yeah.
Hey, don't send out my idea like that. I'm gonna be the first
Oh, sorry. I mean, I thought it was
bastard.
public knowledge.
Bastard.
It's not my fault. Your family doesn't know you want to reside in the heart of the solar system.
Also, it's because I hate the planet so much. Yeah. Well, I'm sort of the same, but like I said, I want a burlap sack and just throw me in a river. Don't really care.
You're all good, speedrun. Whatever you need to do, dude. I am currently planting flax. The sacred material used to make thread. Turns out the strongest weapons that you can make in the world today are bound together by thread.
Actually, kind of makes sense to a certain extent. Apparently, if you can make if you can make armor out of spider silk, that's supposed to be bullet resistant. Don't know how they prove that, but
Let's say, how fucking thick are we talking here?
I
Because
think
I'm
it's
pretty
only
sure
supposed
that
to be like
Black
half an
Widow I
inch.
shot with my 9mm fucking died.
I think you need like a half an inch of dense silk, spider silk. I know
Honestly,
the Mongolians were were arrow proof to a certain extent. That was a fascinating learn.
well, that was because of the cloth that they wore.
Yeah, they wore thin silk shirts under their leather tunics or leather shirts, whatever they were wearing. And so it would puncture the leather, which would slow it down a bit, and then it would it would quickly wrap itself up into the silk. And so the silk would absorb the bite, so they would still get the blunt force of, being hit by a goddamn arrow, but they wouldn't get the piercing damage of it. So, yeah, they were arrow proof, as it were.
And this
I
is
think it was
why
huh?
and this is why Chinese hate the Mongolians.
They should have focused more on their gunpowder.
Welcome back, speedrun.
But yeah, no, I was actually watching. I think it was like, what was it, History's Deadliest Warriors or whatever. They would always, compare one fighting group to another and try to prove and disprove certain historical claims. But yeah, no, they made like a leather jerkin, and then they put a thin leather shirt behind the leather jerkin, and I think they put it around some sort of like pig, hide corpse or whatever. And they literally shot a couple of arrows at it, and yep, nope, they pierced the leather, but it totally wrapped up in the silk, so they would take no piercing damage, which I found fascinating. Why?
What you should have said is, don't yuck my yum, Mom.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Oh, guess I am done here.
So if it's the same as last time, that's almost 70.
No, because we found more.
I know. Well, I'm just thinking because you did 2 or 3 rows of 10 last time, or was it 4 rows of 10? I don't remember.
I'm not that consistent.
So where's the smelter?
It got destroyed when I had a power outage, so
Oh, that's right.
I don't actually have the shit on me. Honestly, I went back to farming. I didn't even think about the smelter. Sorry.
There's 32 iron ore.
Yeah. What I need is Certling core if you want to grab some Certling core.
Yeah.
So what happened the day before, speedrun? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, they do. And so does Ionix's mind.
Yeah, I'm a bit special like that.
I'm the more inquiry type. In fact, I last hour when they visited, I told my family that story about the chick who didn't have a complete foot, and they looked at me like, "Seriously? Yeah, no, that is a legit story."
Fuck wouldn't I do that? I mean, in certain Native American tribes, I think they eat their dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually. Say maybe you're just a base 9-year-old man or 6-year-old. What? That's meat right there. You don't want it to go to waste.
I mean, we eat deer, we eat bison. What's wrong with grandma?
Yeah. I mean, she'll be stringy, but she's still protein.
Well, I mean, would you know that she would be stringy if you're...
She wouldn't have a lot of fat to her, and yeah, I think she would be stringy. Just
Some
my
grandmas
personal
are
assumption.
fatter than others.
I was gonna say my grandma technically kind of starved herself to death, so she would definitely be stringy. Well, if they're starved though, and then so they don't have a lot of density or girth to their fats and proteins, I think they would be stringy. I mean, it's not a necessity, it's just an assumption. I remember hearing once there's a online store called like Exotic Meats and you can get human meat on there. Never did try to figure out if that was true.
I feel like that's not a store that would be legal in the West.
Obviously, you'd have to ship it in internationally. Don't know what the rules on that would be, but
Well, I mean, how reliable would mystery meat from, Turkmenistan actually be? Like, do you really want to eat that? Like, I feel like you're taking your life into your own hands at that point.
that is true. Makes me think back to Demolition Man. Oh, yes, a burger. No, I don't want one. Come on, this is a good burger. Hey, look around. Do you see any cows? What is this made out of? It's a rat burger. Fuck it, it still tastes good.
Yeah, I'm actually inclined to agree with Demolition Man on that one.
Especially you have to live a vegetarian vegan life. Well,
Oh God, that would be horrible. I would eat
honestly,
anything that was a mammal at that point.
I was gonna say that's where you hit that point where it's like, well, anything that or spice is the best or hunger is the best spice.
All right, not gonna lie, we haven't found Yagluth yet.
Yeah. Right now we're fortifying up and we're trying to get to end gear stuff. So we need this flax so we can make the thread. And I'm getting iron so we can. Oh, did he grab Sterling? Yeah, he did. And I forgot to
Yeah, I
grab
made a
coal.
smelter.
I'm gonna go grab coal.
Oh, I have coal.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
I'll grab more coal. Probably won't be tonight just because we still need to find Yagluth and I don't know. Do you want to do one cycle of barley before we start making the fire resistant wine? Because, yeah, that'll pretty much make the difference for the final boss.
I mean, that seems reasonable. The box next to the smelter is for coal. Yeah, I would totally like to take on Yagluth tonight, but we haven't.
Unlikely.
Yeah, we haven't actually found it yet. And we kind of got distracted because we got ourselves some goodies like flax and barley that we kind of want to plant and
Yeah.
So if we're being honest, no, we're probably not taking on Yagluth tonight. But
Well, the big reason why we are actually playing tonight is, if you don't remember, Zonix is going to be off for the next 2 weeks or next week. Next week he's not going to be gaming, and so we were hoping to finish off uh pretty much all 3 games this week, but we were both sure that if we wanted to finish off Valheim, we needed to put in at least one more gaming day.
yeah, so next week I'm going to St. Louis for a trade show for work, and so I'm not going to be able to stream. So we were trying to finish off Remnant. We were trying to finish off Valheim. Terraria's gonna probably keep going. Um,
Well, keep going in general, but I'm still hoping to get done with the For the Worthy because I fucking
yeah. So
hate
like,
For the Worthy.
um, I'm, it's okay. Um, at this point, it's
Mid tier.
probably mid tier. Yeah, I mean it's strong enough to stream. Like I can run most games at 60 FPS, 1080 by 1920. You know,
But at the same time, we're not exactly playing the most modern warfare Call of Duty game, so.
yeah.
But he
Um,
has been searching for, what is it, the 3040 or what have you.
yeah, I am actively looking for a 3000. Oh, I don't know about that. Honestly, Valheim is really not that intensive of a game.
I don't remember well enough, so I can't say.
I mean, from what I remember, it's actually pretty pretty okay. Like so, um, when we play Remnant from the Ashes, which is one of the other games we're playing right now, that is way more intensive on the GPU than this is. I can't say for 100% because I honestly I don't remember, but uh, it really shouldn't be that bad. Like, oh, did I forget to?
I mean, obviously check the specs yourself before you make any purchase. Thankfully, I've only
Yeah.
made that mistake once or twice.
Oh, balls.
Oh, we don't need any more chain. Just throw it on the ground, dude.
It's a stupid problem to have.
But it is a problem.
A problem. I'm an idiot.
So time to ask the question I've been dying to know. So, how old are you, speedrun? Whoa. Oh, that's just
Uh,
cheating.
Boot is required to know the age of the people he interacts with in 13 of the 50 states.
Damn Megan's Law. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just curious because like you're like I'm in school. It's like I wonder what classes he's taking. Just like Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't let them get away. And banned by Twitch.
Well, we haven't said anything that inappropriate yet. No, that's cool, dude.
No, well, I just like I
Yeah.
was saying earlier, dark sense of humor, man. Just a dark sense of humor. But at the same time, like I was saying earlier, it's the handful of times you've contacted. It's like, yeah, I'm in school, so I can't listen right now. It's like, I wonder what class he's in. You know, is it like, you know? But for some odd reason, I ultimately default to like if they're saying school, I'm thinking college, which I need to get rid of that preset.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember high school English being fucking bullshit, but
Well, I thought the same thing, but I didn't know where a period went. So what could I say?
once every
Actually, in high school,
28
I did.
days. Rim shot? Rim shot? Yeah, no
What do
rim
you
shot.
mean every 28? Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, badooch. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But then again, this isn't a dick measuring contest, so it doesn't matter. I mean, Sonics has some stories he could tell, but that would definitely get banned by Twitch.
Yeah, there's certain things I'm allowed to say, other things I'm not allowed to say.
No, that's actually one of those things that I still find fascinating. Is like, it seems like every like previous generation seems to think, man, the things kids get up these days. Yeah, you didn't smoke, loiter, tell dirty jokes, dream about banging the French teacher. You're like, these are all things that are quite universal norms as far as I can tell, but everyone seems to act that, oh no, this is the first generation ever.
Yeah.
The only thing that's unique about this current generation is the internet and social media. Outside of that, they're just the same as every other generation before you, all the way back to cavemen. Except they didn't have to go to public schools, which, lucky for them.
Stupid government funding.
Stupid unions. Um. Okay. Well, remember to keep those off your or off your way. Nah. I hate everybody equally. What can I say? No, that
Yeah.
was actually one of my favorite comebacks. I think I heard that when I was in high school too. Was I can't be racist. I hate everybody equally.
No, there's a fair amount of reasons to hate people that go well and far and beyond, race or sexual preference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have
I hate
plenty of
people for who they are, not what they are.
yeah.
Okay. Do one more purple, but I think I've cleared out the first dungeon.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, um, if I was still in high school, I would be the reason why you could still smell vape.
Yeah, I didn't start smoking until I joined the military.
Yeah, I don't know, I sort of kind of get the whole idea of age limitations, but at the same point, it's
Well, it comes down to developing minds, so that's where I understand. But the problem is that where they cut it off doesn't make sense either, since the human
it's
mind doesn't start to
fucking
stop developing until 25.
yeah, it's fucking arbitrary. It's like, well, okay, I guess at 18, you are, you're smart enough to vote.
Join
You're
the
smart enough
military,
to
put your
join
life
the
on the line.
military and to sacrifice your life for your country, but you're not smart enough to decide if you want to drink or smoke yet. And you're. I don't know, can you get it? Can you get a tat at 18? I forget.
I think that varies state to state. I don't think that one's a hard fast
Yeah,
rule.
like,
Because I've known like 16-year-olds that had it, but chances are they got either permission or had a fake ID. So,
yeah, and like, and that's another one, and like the age of consent too, where it's like, for some reason, 16-year-olds in Nevada can decide if they're old enough to have sex, but you know, you live in Colorado, no, 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 you know, can't have that shit
mhm.
going on. You know, and weed is one of those funny things. Like, personally, it doesn't offend me to have, you know, kids smoking pot. Like, obviously, I can see the problem of, you know, people going crazy, but at the same time, it's not like it's super hard for kids to get pot. I
Why
should
was your friend trying to
know.
find one person to give him weed? Was that a purchase, or he just really wanted to give that one person weed?
But, uh, yeah, and you know, and weed is different from state to state or province to province. The we you know, in Utah, weed is illegal, but you know, 20 miles down the road in fucking Nevada, it's perfectly legal. Like it's stupid, honestly. Growing it, I think, is dumb. Um, Not because I'm against, like, you know, being self-sufficient or anything like that. Just because you get caught growing it where you're not supposed to, you go to jail for a really long goddamn time.
Mm-hmm. Not friendly to the growers.
No. And that's one of those really fucking gnarly things about pot is, you know, you're growing a plant, and if you get caught growing that plant, you go to jail for a stupid amount of time for growing a goddamn plant.
You know, actually, that's still one of my favorite random stories. I think actually you showed it to me, Zyonix. It was a story about how they found this massive drug growing
Yeah.
uh, area, and the way they found it out is because dude um was using like an entire or almost an entire house to grow it, and he had so many heat lamps and whatnot in there that it literally melted all the snow off the roof, so it was only the only dry roof in the entire
Yep.
neighborhood.
I actually brought that up at work the other day, where you know, getting caught doing something like that, where it's just, you know, they catch you doing something like that, you know. Okay, I mean, you know, 16, 18, 21, 14 if you live in Germany. Like,
13 in Japan.
yeah, no, it's fucking across the goddamn board. Like, no one has any fucking clue. Okay, maybe people in Japan are just fucking corny. Um,
Well, see, the thing that I think I personally think it comes down to what they have an emphasis on. Honestly, if you have a younger age of consent, you want people to reproduce as quickly and as much as possible. Where if you have a higher age of consent, then it's more, well, we want them to be mature so they could be good parents. But by and large, all parents are shit as soon as they start at it, so it doesn't really matter if they're 13 or 20.
yeah, no, people are
Oh,
shitty
that's
parents
bad.
their first time around always. I don't think there's any such thing as a good first time parent. No, age of consent didn't stop anyone. Um, Basically, all age of consent does is gives
Allow for
you,
more prosecution.
yeah, like you're,
You mind coming out? I need some support. Oh, you just flew back.
where are you?
Just outside the gate.
I don't have shit for stats, but I can shoot at him.
Dead. Fuck. Okay, we'll wait till morning.
Nope. Going back in. What are you?
It was one-star fulling and 3 regulars. I think 2 of them are range. And I was just leaving the swamp, so I was low on stamina, low on food, and all that jazz.
Oh, yeah. I haven't eaten shit, so I would have died promptly if I would have gone over there. Yeah, no. Age of consent doesn't stop anybody. The only thing age of consent does is allows the state to prosecute people who are
Hopefully
having
consenting
sex with
individuals.
things that are younger than they should. You know, and every society kind of has their own, you know. Okay, where is it gross for a 40-year-old to have sex with? And different cultures have different limits of what they think where the line is, but you know, if you think about the age of consent, it's like, okay, at what point is a 40-year-old having sex with whatever a problem? You know, 18 seems to be the general consensus, but like Buddha says, it's 13 in Japan, it's 16 in Australia. Like, you know, in Australia, it's like, okay, a 40-year-old can have sex with a 16-year-old. That sounds perfectly reasonable to Australians. You know, it, you know, the whole thing is fucking absurd. Absolutely fucking absurd. But it sounds like Buddha's gonna try and get his body back, so I better eat some food and go help him.
I'm wanting to, but right now I'm working on the smelter, so
Well, I was about to say, I mean, I wasn't gonna do it at night, but you know, if you're
I wasn't exactly planning on it either. But if you're gonna eat and come back, I mean, hell yeah, let's go for it.
all right, I ate and I came back.
But then again, that's always one of those things that I think is hilarious because, and I mean,
Okay,
it's not completely, but that's one of those areas where I
open up
sort
your
of go
map. Where the fuck is your body?
pretty much directly north.
All right, so straight north. Let me go up here see if I can't.
If you want, I'll use my uh, bone mass.
Oh, I see your body. Okay. All right, yeah, use your bone mass. Wow, shit, you died just outside the gate.
Yeah, I got close to the gate, but then I was like, okay, I don't want to open the gate and run in because they're right on my ass. Okay, got my stuff. Yeah, no, I was hoping that you'd be right here so I could get a little support on that, but yeah, no, I got
I
right
was
next to
right
you.
here, but I had 25 hit points,
Yeah.
and you know, no stamina. Like, if I would have ran out there, I would have fucking died.
But we now have enough iron to make a blast furnace so we can start working on the black metal scraps. I don't remember what's required for the forge, but I'm assuming we need either copper or bronze. I
Yeah,
know where some copper's at, but then we have to find some tin that we can have over here.
I mean, I guess we can technically find everything we need here, but I just assumed we would do a magical boat journey to bring in everything we needed. Like, I wasn't planning on foraging what we needed here, but
Alright.
if that's what you want to do.
Well, if we're doing that, then we could always just still or smelt 5 black metal iron, take it back. That'll allow us to make the cooking pot and whatnot.
Mm, oh, if we're sailing home, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, all right, I see what you're saying. All right. All right. Crafting blast furnace, 10 iron, 5 surtling, 20 stone, 20 fine wood.
But you know, in a certain way, you could look at age of consent to the same way, you know, the delegalizing or legalizing of gay marriage and whatnot. People are gonna do what people are gonna do, trying to make laws makes it to where what you could punish them for not living the way you want them to live.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like laws. Okay, so that's the thing with fucking government laws. That is bullshit. Is when there is no victim, there shouldn't be a law.
Yeah.
If it's an A and B conversation, if person A and person B come to an agreement between person A and person B, whether that's sex, drugs, alcohol, I don't fucking care. That's
Mm-hmm.
their business. The government has no right being involved.
Yep.
As soon as they involve a third person against their will, that's when the government should be involved. Or if A person does something against B person against their will. Like, as
Yep.
soon as there is a human being involved against their will, then yeah, the government should fucking step up. Absolutely. But if it's consenting adults, get fucked.
Well, and
Straight
see, I
up.
think that's part of where age can. Well, no, because that's the problem. Because like we were saying earlier, if age consent is 16 or 18, and the right to vote is 18, but the ability to buy cigarettes or whatever is what 19 to 20, and to buy
Uh,
alcohol it's 21. It's like, you know, okay, like, every single one of these are quite life-changing decisions that you could be making, but you're just like, oh no, it'll totally be fine. Uh,
as
what?
far as I know, speedrun, calling someone daddy who isn't actually your daddy isn't illegal. And I'm going to leave it at that.
I get scared. Shows that she technically, well, either she's trying to manipulate the shit out of him, which is more than possible, or she really does view him in the place of dominance, in which case, hey, it's where you're supposed to be. Now just make sure you don't lose it, or else she's gonna wreck you anyways.
All right, if we're going to be honest here, um, I was once in a relationship with this gal who was African American. Um, what she used to call me starts with an M, ends in an R, and I'm not going to say it on the stream.
What can I say? I'm the
But
master
yeah,
of this shit.
it wasn't me. I never once asked her to say these things. It was just what she said. It was all on her.
I mean, I didn't deny it, but I wasn't condoning. I wasn't condoning.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hot. Oh God, no.
That's a no, sir.
Yeah,
No, sir.
it is a nope. I'm
Have you
absolutely
ever
not gonna.
listened to Les Mis?
Yeah.
There's this song in there. It's called Master of the House. The answer is somewhere in there.
In that title. We should go hunt goblins.
Okay, if everything's filled up, yeah, let's go hunt some goblin. Put it over here.
Yeah. I didn't even get away with whatever the fuck's going on in chat right now. Even if it is my own goddamn fault.
Oh, since we're not supposed to say full names or whatnot, was it D?
Yes, it was D.
Huh. Good times.
I mean, to be fair, D was literally the only black girl I ever dated.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Speed is an Aussie, right?
I think Speed's Aussie. Or maybe he was.
You're Aussie, right, Speed? Ah, looks like there's very small chance that Yagluth actually might be here.
I mean, we have a bit to explore. So, live in Australia but was born in England. Huh. Disguising your accent, I see.
Is it kosher to say quadroon, or is that a no-no word? Oh, that's a swamp. And apparently a death skeeto wanted to play in there. I'm skirting.
I mean, over here should be. Alright, so you were in Britain for 6 years, and you've lived in Australia for 8.
See, he wanted to see if he could eat his grandma at 6, and they're like, we got to go to Australia. Maybe those convicts will straighten him out.
Convicts don't want to eat their grandparents, right?
They're good, upstanding people.
That's why we send them to Australia.
No, I just still think back to that one, I'm assuming, joke that I read where, wow, I think the Desquito might actually rape the tar.
Grape.
Sorry.
You mean grape.
Yeah, grape. My bad. Nope, it didn't. But it was weak enough for me to finish it off. But there was this one joke where a guy was like, "Hey, hello, Fulling." He was talking about how he went to Australia and he had a visa, and they're like, "So, do you have a criminal record?" And he looks at the person and goes, "Is that still a requirement?"
All right. The reason why we call it grape is it's not that we're particularly worried about the word itself. It's
People get offended and then they want to get your channel banned.
yeah. I mean, because they make the argument that even talking about it is that
Causes
you
it somehow.
causes it. Like bringing it up, it somehow makes it happen more. Like by simply
Or it
talking it.
shows or it shows like some low level amount of approval for said acts, and it's just like that doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense. It's a
it's
term.
fucking absurd, but it's the modern state of. I mean,
Twitter.
Twitter isn't real life, but Twitch isn't too far off from Twitter. If we're being 100% honest here.
Especially since they now I believe they now ban people who use the C hold word. Cuckold.
People who like to watch their wife.
Significant other. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it would be more specific to the wives, not
Yeah,
generalized.
people who like to watch their wife um, make a Pornhub
Enjoy
video.
the company of men that isn't hubby.
All right, so we still have this camp we need to deal with over here.
I found a foaling
Yeah,
village over in the middle.
shit
Oh,
balls.
you're all the way over there. Well, damn.
All right. Where the hell are you?
I continued my exploration of the unknown.
Oh, okay, you went way out there. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to do that. Yeah, no, we had this village to the north that we just kind of decided not to murder.
Actually, there's a there's a channel. I forget what it was called, but that was or what they would do is they would actually string scammers along. They would reverse hack onto the scammer's computer and literally start mining the hacker for or the scammer for all the information that they had. It's actually quite sweet. Little sad I didn't know about that channel when I was working at a certain call center, because I could have helped shut down a few scammers, but I was young then.
Well, and a lot of it largely has, like, where you were the intermediary, there was a limited amount of what you could do.
But I could still write down the contact information. I mean, I couldn't say anything to the person I was helping because that was against the rules, but I
Yeah.
could have still got it to where, because there was a one guy, or one of the recordings that I was watching, he took everything off the guy's computer before locking the computer out, and he literally found copies of like passport information, of birth certificates, so he could actually send this information to like the FBI or something like that, so that they could help secure these people instead of just letting them be taken advantage of.
I called them back because they pretended to be Telstra and wanted something about their Wi-Fi.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, is Telstra a company?
Yeah, I'm not
Or
familiar.
are you at the other camp, or are you now just running around?
Oh no, I moved on to do exploration
Well, I'm
since.
heading towards you, since if it becomes nighttime, I'm on your Ekthir.
Huh?
Death Skeeto again.
Since I'm here, I'll grab some tin.
10. But yeah, no, once you pointed out that pretty much everything is here because we got 3 biomes, I was just like, you know what? Screw it. We won't even have to take the boat home if we don't want to. But now that we're
Generally,
having issues because we have a very small or increasingly small chance that Yagluth will actually even be here.
when they asked for serial number, he said 8,420,69. When they asked how he pissed in it, he said, "So me and my girlfriend were trying something new."
Very smart. I remember it was a god damn it, another one. It was a response from the fucking hell. When I was in the military, somebody was like, "Man, this tastes like ass." Obvious responses. How do you know what ass tastes like? He's like, you're drunk, the pussy's right there, the asshole's right there. Sometimes you go down, you miss. Thank God I'm only talking to an imaginary 14-year-old in my head. Oh, wait a minute, we got proof now, don't we?
No proof. No proof. For all we
Um,
know, for all we know, Speedrun could be 38 and living in his parents' basement.
hey, he's just pretending to be 14, which, you know what? I don't judge what people want to pretend, as
I'm
long
not
as
gonna. I'm
everybody's
not gonna. I'm
consenting.
not gonna yuck your yum. You're a follower of this channel. You can do whatever the fuck you want,
As long as everyone's consenting.
as long as I think everyone is consenting.
Yeah.
Oh God, no, 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 no! I don't want that fucking responsibility.
Ah. Yeah, actually, we might actually have to stop you from posting such things because then we
Yeah,
get in trouble.
I cannot. Absolutely no.
Condone such
Mm-mm.
acts of vileness and disgust. It's the same reason why we say grape man. We're not touching this.
I'm gonna go with decline.
By accepting, you are accepting that you will allow someone's butthole to be shut or sewn to your mouth, and or mouth shut or sewn to your butthole. Decline. Fucking hell, two mosquitoes. I might be dead.
I'm coming, Buddha!
Okay. Oh, God damn it.
Run! I give you Ecthier!
I did not get Ecthier.
I tried to give you Ecthier!
This is why I keep you gardening.
The garden is doing great, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, Grey Dwarf. You're not gonna survive here, man.
No, he's not. He's fucking dead. Well, don't just fucking stop in the middle of the goddamn death plains.
Well, I wasn't sure if we were running back or if you wanted to keep exploring, and then I would just be backup instead of, lead.
Sketchywebsite.net. It's a real website.
Ah!
I'm not sure I want to click that, dude.
Yeah, sounds sketchy.
Sounds websitey. It's not gonna crash my stream, right? I mean, it's one thing if I get a virus, then it'll just, be debugging, but it's not gonna crash my stream. I already did that once tonight, and I'm already fucking pissed about it.
Always good.
Sounds like good, harmless fun. I'll check it out as soon as I get home.
Mm-hmm. And hide behind that's a Lox. A virtual machine.
I mean, it's HTTPS. Clearly, it must be safe.
Oh, speaking of which, when I was watching that the scam or the guy who is, getting revenge on the scammers as it were, I finally another Desquito. What? I did not put on Desquito pheromones.
Yes, you did.
So either they like the honey jerky, which is my vote, they like the meat sauce, possible, or the deer stew.
I smell like sausage.
Which is why they don't go around you. But yeah, no, oh, that's right. So I learned what chode meant by watching the guy who was getting revenge on the scammers, and chode ultimately means fucker in Hindi, I believe, whatever the primary Indian language is. And so what he would do when the scammer finally caught on to what he was doing is he would call him Ben Chode, which ultimately meant sister fucker. Oh, you're mad, Ben Chode. You're so mad. Mad Ben Chode.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make you primary. I gotta take a leak, make a refill, and clean my e-cig, apparently. Be right back. Then I'll click on that link and crash my stream.
And then he might really ask for your birth certificate. No, it's because it's night. That's a pretty high bar, but then again, I guess you're 14, so it could be a fairly low bar. I don't know why. I actually never had or did weird shit looking up on websites. Yeah, think I've seen a couple of their videos. Just kidding, just kidding. No, the sad thing is there's literally a website for everything. No, there was this one show you probably never. Yeah, you might have seen it, but you might have been too young for it. It's a show called House. It was a doctor show, American, which is funny because the main actor was actually British. He actually had a pretty good he had a good enough American accent, or yeah, American accent that when I first hear him talk in his natural British accent, I actually thought he had a horrible British accent. What do I know? But anywho, there was this one person he was taking care of, and she was talking about why she loved the internet or social media, and she was saying, if there was, if you wanted to reenact the American Civil War wearing stormship or yeah, stormtrooper armor, and this is one of your biggest fantasies, there's plenty of websites to do that. But if your biggest fantasy was ultimately to redo the Civil War in star stormtrooper armor, then you could find the other 30 people in the world that wanted or have the exact same dream. So, same thing for absolutely every other thing on the planet, good and bad.
The swamp key.
I'm taking that with me.
Uh,
Yeah, I was when you said, "Hey, let's go find some fullings." I was actually still planning on going back to the swamp, but I was like, "Oh, why not fullings?" Because we are now out of iron ore, or close enough to it.
yeah.
By the way, Xanax, he suggested a website for you if you read chat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, let's go ahead and crash
No,
the stream.
another website.
Oh, sorry, crashing the stream. Ah!
End of night.
Wow, these error messages are from. It's like this is like a 30-year montage of error message, everything from Windows 95 up to Windows fucking 10. This is
Oh my
amazing.
god.
That is a
You
lot of
boy.
error messages. Permission denied, runtime error. Good. Oh, Java error. Oh, plenty of Java errors. Sketchy website wants to show notifications. Nope.
I'm good, thanks.
It was called RussianGrape.org. Grape meaning, you know what? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to go to RussianGrape.org.
Decline. Ah. I was actually, I was one guy on my um first deployment. He had a friend who was, I guess, I don't know if he hated or if he was scared of midgets. And so he decided to go to
Little
midget.com, and it
people.
turns out that that's a spicy website.
So Windows 11 is supposed to be Windows trying to mimic Mac,
Ew.
from my understanding. Yeah.
I thought they were done upgrading Windows. That's why everything, like, I pretty much thought they were going to stick with the Windows 10 moniker for the next decade or two.
Yeah, they lied about that.
Uh, Microsoft would lie. That's something
Yeah,
Apple does.
yeah. No, Windows 10 was supposed to be the last Windows. And then they got, to now and they went, wow, we're not getting as much money as we should be. Let's make Windows 11.
Yeah, like I said, I figured they would have continued with Windows 10 for maybe a decade or two. Like they were almost expecting a shift, so they were just gonna let things balance out for a while. Let's do some updates here and there.
What the fuck are we hoarding? Oh, there's the cloudberries. Okay. Yeah, no, for my personal machine, I'm going to leave it at Windows 10 because I'm happy with Windows 10. But my work machine, I'm going to have to upgrade to Windows 11 because of technical support and the fact that
Mm-hmm.
my job hates me. Which is the reason why I'm going to St. Louis next week and won't be able to stream next week. Um,
They've been watching your stream. They're just trying to tell you to
yeah,
stop
they're
it
trying to
in
tell
a
me to
subtle
fucking
way.
stop. Like, oh my god, just stop, just stop. I'm a software engineer, but I mostly do technical support for the product that we sell, and we're doing this trade show in St. Louis next week. It's the some sort of global trade show, and they want me to go because apparently no one else knows the software like I do because I've been doing technical support for years. It's not my favorite part, but at the same time, I like the idea of traveling, Like, honestly, it's kind of a cool concept, but what the fuck's in St. Louis? The
The trade
Arch?
show. You already said it.
Yeah, the trade show, and there's a big ass arch there. Basically, that's it. There ain't shit else to do in St. Louis. So it's like, well, could you schedule the next trade show in, I don't know, Hawaii?
Amsterdam.
Yeah, fucking Germany, Shanghai, Tokyo. Could you schedule a trade show someplace where I would actually like to go? Not fucking St. Louis, Missouri, which is literally the most boring place ever on the goddamn planet,
I
outside
wouldn't
of
go that far.
Nevershart, Oklahoma, or maybe Bumshart, Wyoming. Like, could you give me a place to go that isn't a complete and utter shithole? Please, but no. Let's go to where dreams go to die and have a goddamn trade show. That ought to be great fun.
As you can really tell, he's looking forward to this
Let
opportunity.
me tell you how I really feel about this.
And just as yes, come back down to me, Wraith. See.
The reason why I agreed to do this, though, was we do trade shows in Germany. We do trade shows in Tokyo and Shanghai. But this year is St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm going to bite the bullet for St. Louis, Missouri in hopes that next year I get to go someplace that isn't Friday. Okay, daytime. Here we go. But yeah, no, it is what it is. I like the idea of traveling. I like the idea of spending, going out and traveling for work and things like that.
I could technically say I've been to Germany, but wasn't exactly allowed to do much while I was there.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just grab this shit, move it over here because That's what we're doing. Oh god, I'm carrying too much.
Speaking of which, you never did tell me, is quadroon an acceptable word there or a bad word?
Um, not allowed to. Let me. Not allowed to do much. Like,
Oh, because I was mobilizing, so I was going to Iraq. So it was literally just like an hour layover, and it was like in the middle of the night, so we had to stay in the airport, stuff like that. So, I mean, had some interactions, airport based, but beyond that, yeah, I was there. I could literally say I was in Germany, but
mm,
it was just literally a layover stop, and like I said, it was during the night, and we weren't allowed to go anywhere because the military's just that way. Where's the state? Actually, that's the another one. I could say I technically was in Turkey also, but not 100% sure why. But Turkey, I guess, bad relations or whatnot. We weren't even allowed to get off the plane in Turkey, so we landed in Turkey. We got refueled, restocked, and then we flew off like an hour or two later. So,
I mean, yeah,
mm,
my e-cig is incontinent.
hating Continent E6.
Shit. Be right back.
This is what I'm primary. So you bilingual then? In which case, I'm super jealous.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
no,
actually,
I wish I was bilingual. That would like that just being able to speak two different languages just opens up so many different jobs.
it's not even the job opening. It's just the fact to be able to perceive the world and, from another facet. Because it's one of those things. Having another language has another, like, I don't know how to explain it. A center of understanding or a center of perception, I guess, is the best way to put it. And so being able to shift your perspective because you can literally shift your language. At least that's part of the way I view it, I should say.
I mean, there is a reason why God hates people who know multiple languages. Hence the
Uh huh.
Tower of Babel.
Such a weird story.
I'm sorry. Humans are doing entirely too well. We need to fix this now.
This is gonna stop. Yeah.
Honestly, because I took German in high school, most of what I remember are the curse words. That's about it. If I'm being honest.
I mean, that's where you use your mom, man. Talk to her in German. Or your dad. I'm assuming he might know some German, but it could be a one-way language thing that happens. I know that's happened, but well, it's quite frequent actually now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh
My
yeah,
my.
no. I would totally sprechen with your
Sprechen Sie
motor.
Deutsch?
Keep that shit going, man, cause and like Zionix was saying, I mean, just the simple fact of being bilingual will open a shit ton of doors because
Oh yeah, like it.
everybody wants to be able to claim that, oh yeah, no, we could totally, work with you because we have somebody fluent here who can make sure you understand all the ins and outs of what's going on.
Yeah, no, knowing another language instantly adds 20 points to your fucking resume. Doesn't even matter what the fuck you're applying for. Like seriously, just saying I can speak English and Spanish. I can speak English and German. I can speak English and fucking Upaka Pika Piku.
Wahili.
It doesn't fucking matter. If you can speak another language, you can find somebody who will hire you because literally having translators is so hard. Like finding someone who can, I mean, just
Actually, I
Like,
think back to two of my favorites is one Psionics showed, which was Japanese signs that had bad translations. And I'm not recalling any off the top of my head, so it doesn't really matter. But the one that I really remember was back in the UK when they were having when some of the Muslims were rioting. I forget, or protesting, whatever. I don't remember exactly why. Actually, it might have been due to Charlie Hebdo. But there were a couple of protesters running around with a sign saying "Give head to blasphemers" or people who
yeah.
blaspheme Muhammad. You know what? If that's your stance, you'd probably have an easier time.
Yeah, no, it, I mean, like even like in modern, right now Buddha is primary. Here, I'll take it back because
Huh.
you know, fuck Buddha.
Just because I came back from the swamp and I no longer smell like psionics. Ah, God damn it.
I'm currently working on the production farm. Nope, I am not that good. I am a support character.
Besides, every civilization needs, farmers.
I hate you both. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get a nice system set up for smelting over here since we have to deal with you know, oh, all right. Oof. I actually can't yet. Um, that's one of those things that once you make a affiliate, you can add those types of things. But technically, I'm still a no name fucking streamer. So I can't do like channel points or subscriptions or anything like that. Um, but I would like to do stuff like that. I would like to do like channel points and the whole betting and thing like that. But Twitch won't let me.
He's not cool enough for it yet, but we'll get there.
No,
We'll
I'm
get
not.
there.
We will. We will get there. We're not growing super fast, but we are growing, and I feel like we'll get there eventually. And one of them with the cost of three is where you say "fuck Buddha." I don't even need that. Fuck Buddha.
No, no, man. Obviously, you want to monetize it. Remember what Joker said: if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Fuck Buddha.
And the great thing is I'm zen about it all. Okay, about to kill off the last of the stupid boar jerky.
I guess I need to go out and go kill some shit since I still have shit on my weapons and things like that. So
Huh?
I mean, I'm at 16 and 16. No. I'll grab some refills and then we can go out and go play. Um,
Oh. I was gonna go continue on my hunting of iron ore. Are you cool splitting it up, especially since I was the one who was getting wrecked last time, or do you still want to teamy?
I feel like we should team up, but okay. So you're watching a streamer who was trying to get affiliate, and they had channel points. Okay. I'm 100% willing to admit that I'm wrong on this. The menus and the but I will look into it. I'm gonna put a note down right now.
Are you telling me that me sitting here thinking Xionyx was the expert was actually the wrong decision to make
No,
in this particular?
I mean, we're still relative newbies in this. But yeah, if I can turn on channel points for streams, I mean, I'll totally turn that shit on. I just thought my understanding was is that we needed to make affiliate to get channel points and subscriptions and things like that. So yeah, that was my understanding, but I could be 100% fucking wrong. I am totally willing to accept that.
I.e., do not trust the Xionyx.
Nope, you cannot trust him. It may actually be a her in the modern political climate.
Go for the Zer.
No, I will never be a Z. I will never be a Zer. I'm not a fucking Friday
Tuesday.
or Tuesday.
So am I joining you?
Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds like great fun.
It's not. Why not quit? Drop that real quick.
Excuse me. But yeah, no, it's things like channel
And
points. I would like to have channel points. Um, oh shit! Here, Goblin. There he is. See that's what I thought. Is I thought you needed affiliate before you could get channel points. It's entirely possible he lied to you about being not affiliate.
well, the thing that comes to mind is I wonder if maybe there's the exception, like if you've been streaming for say 6 months to a year, but you haven't reached affiliate, maybe they'll give you a
I
bit
have
of
a
a nod.
no. Twitch is like Amazon. That shit is fucking automated.
Well, it can still be automated. Like I said, if you cross a certain threshold, you've streamed for a certain amount of hours, you've streamed for a certain duration of time, or a certain amount of overall time. You've been streaming for 6 months. You've streamed 1,000 hours. Whatever. Then okay, we'll grant you say points, or channel points.
Yeah, no, the two big barriers for affiliate, for us at least, is 3 average viewers for the last 30 days and 50 followers. Um, we're at 12 followers right now, and our average viewers is like 1.5, I think. So, I mean, we're doing okay. And the way I figure it is by the time we hit 50 followers, we'll probably be at about, 3 average per stream. Yes, you do. Right now, you are counting as average. So, you are
Don't
one.
say that about him. You're super average.
No, you are definitely one. Um, so yeah, you watching us dick around with this goddamn woolly mammoth is helping us make affiliate. It really is.
Yep.
With
So as often as you can, as long as you can, it all helps.
Buddha watches when his bandwidth allows it.
That's how I know what you're commenting.
Yeah. because Buddha isn't actually streaming.
Nope.
Buddha doesn't want to give information to Twitch because he's super paranoid and he
Yep.
hates the man and the shit like that.
Yep.
So our baseline is usually one, unless Buddha's stream is taking a shit on him, which happens on a semi-regular basis. And then we have him close out his stream because it's better for the content to be good instead of the numbers to be high. So like if we start having connection issues, if
Well,
Buddha
to be
starts,
fair, I'm not watching us because or to keep the numbers high. I mean, it's a fringe benefit, but it's not what I'm doing it. It's
yeah,
so I know what's going on in chat.
exactly.
Also, so I could take a quick glance at viewer count. Woohoo, we got up to we're not at 5 right now, but you know, I see that it's like woohoo, but Zyonix doesn't want to be influenced by that, so I don't say shit. But
No,
it allows me to keep track of viewer count to a certain extent and see what's happening in the comment section.
yeah, and that's one of those things is I don't want to know what the viewer count is. Like I check it out after the stream. Like I'll check our stats after a stream, but during a stream I don't want to know. I don't want my conversation to be influenced. I don't want what I say or what I do to be influenced. Um, I mean, obviously, I want to, do what I can to grow the stream, but at the same time, everything I've read, everything I've researched suggests heavily that viewer count you should ignore. Make decisions based on averages. So I try to ignore, I mean, obviously things like my bit rate, I want to make sure my bit rate is good. I want to make sure I'm not dropping any frames. So shit like that, I keep an eye on. I obviously, I do not want my bit rate to drop. I don't want my frames to drop, anything like that. But as far as viewer count, as far as followers or anything like that, and I thank people that follow when I see them,
Yeah.
but you know, but yeah, no, I try to ignore. Like I read chat because interacting with chat is important, and I will thank people who follow because I feel like that's important. But as far as you know, lurkers, lurkers. I mean, I love lurkers, but
Yeah, they're nice, but if they don't interact, it's sort of hard to have an
yeah,
opinion beyond they're there.
they're there. I appreciate the hell out of them, but I'm
And
not
the
gonna
troll
call any
berserker is
attention
coming.
to them or anything like that. If you're lurking, awesome. Then fucking that's great. Appreciate the hell out of it. You don't have to say
Oh.
anything. I still love you.
So all the pullings are on you. Ah, no, berserker thinks you're sexy.
Oh, that's just. This is funny.
Now he's on me.
Oi.
No, too early. Shit basket.
Are you dead? Oh, you're not dead.
No.
No.
Oh, that's... I'm not going to be playing with that. So, some tar monsters are taking on the fulling berserker, so I'm going to watch the show.
All right.
You done with your fullings then?
Yeah, it's nighttime. We should go home.
Are you sure you want to take care of this? You taking care of this or running?
Yeah, let's take care of it. We don't speed run. We're not speed runners.
I don't even know which game I could... I mean, closest one I could even... Well, no, I couldn't even claim to speed run that one.
Yeah, we're not speed runners. We're trying to be efficient. Like with Valheim, we're trying to be efficient. But we're not. I wouldn't classify us as speed runners.
Yeah, for me, the mixture between uh taking advantage of glitches and stuff like that. A, I don't know. I still like to embrace the minutia of video games. Where speedrunning is just like, how can I ignore 90% of what's going on? I hear fillings.
Mhm. Well, and it's like, they're off to our right. It's like Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread came out. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
No, wrong, we are. Metroid Dread came out recently for the Switch, and I love it. It's amazing. It's a great game. Um, but I have a hard time not completioning it, like 100%ing the game. Because that's my natural tendency is to get every single item, to 100% it, to get everything I can get. Um,
Not just, okay, I need 2 or 10 rockets and whatnot. And don't get
yeah.
me wrong, the people who can do that are fucking skilled as shit.
Oh yeah, no. The people that can do that shit are fucking amazing, and I watch them, and I go, holy shit, that's awesome. It's generally speaking just not the way I like to play. 6 hours is still way faster than we can do, Moon Lord. Honestly, with our current playthrough on For the Worthy, we're at, oh god, we're I cringe to think how long it's taken us to get to where we're at.
Well, we pretty much average 2 to 3 hours per night on Terraria. We've done For the Worthy now for, oh dear God,
We're probably
14 nights.
yeah, we're probably close to about 40 hours on our For the Worthy seed.
I hate
Um
For the Worthy with a passion, with a fucking passion.
Yeah, at the same time, we are playing Remnant from the Ashes on Apocalypse difficulty, which I would argue is harder.
Eh, I don't know. I have an easier time with it, is all I can say. Still rough as shit.
And we've been playing it longer.
Well, technically, we've been playing Terraria longer, but yeah.
Well, we have been playing Terraria longer. That is true. But this For the Worthy seed versus how much time we put into Remnant from the Ashes on
Oh yeah, no. Right
stream.
now, I, we started Remnant before we were doing Terraria, if I remember right, weren't we? Yeah, because we were doing like
Yeah,
Civilization or Diablo.
yeah, no. I mean, I'll check it next time speedrun. Um, you are right. We will get playtime that way. But I know for a fact that we've been playing Remnant longer than we've been playing Terraria this time around.
And we've
Yeah,
beaten Terraria, or not Terraria, we've beaten Remnant 3 times. Actually, we could argue we've beaten it. No, 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 we can't argue 6.
yeah, no. But we're about
We've
done
beaten
with
it about
Remnant.
4 times.
Um,
5 times. 5 times.
yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up Remnant tomorrow, honestly.
We should be hitting the final boss at least tomorrow. It's likely we'll be actually finishing the game tomorrow.
118 Mothron rings. No broken heroes.
And we
Sorry.
have, wow, luck of the Zyonix, man. Seriously, if Zyonix wasn't here, I'd probably be in your position.
When I set my mind to it, shit just happens. It's the way it is sometimes.
No, the one that still blows my mind was that one time when you're like, yeah, no, when it comes to like mini games and video games, I just sort of pick up on it real quick. So I just do what I do. I was like, oh really? Well, I got this one mini game that I haven't been able to beat. It was the last achievement I had on the game. It was called Rage,
Yeah.
and I think he got about 30 minutes in. I think you gave a time limit. I think you said like within 45 minutes. He got about 30 minutes in, and I was about to walk away, just be like, okay, yeah, eventually you'll get there, I guess. And I'll be fucking damned, he beat it. I think I just got cheated out of some deer meat.
Are you
In
sure it's
fact,
not like sitting in the fire or some shit?
I just jumped in and running through the fire.
I mean, some worlds are cursed, man.
I mean, it's only deer meat. It's a mildly sad thing, but still. I put it on a stack of 20. I think I got about 11 back, maybe 12. No. Maybe it's the new cooking area. But yeah, no, I was about ready to walk away because he just wasn't having it happen. And all of a sudden, just done, completed. Are you shitting me? We had to. Did we get our broken hero sword on the first Mothron this time, or was it the second
Yeah, I think it was the
Mothron we
second
killed?
Mothron when we got our first broken
Yeah, it was
hero
like the
sword.
second and the sixth. I want to say is when we got our 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat real quick and make a refill.
I mean, to get them all, yeah. Um, I mean, at the moment, I think we have something like 5 or 6.
Broken hero
Uh,
swords?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we got a chunk.
But
Do
the
you need
first two that
multiples?
we needed for the Terror Blade, I I want to say it was like the third or fourth. No, no, we were able to get 2 Muramasas from the dungeon on our for the worthy seed. So yeah, no, we didn't have to go fishing for that. We got lucky that we were able to find. No, there's more than well, I I mean I think there's more than one. I think one might be minimum. Yeah, I think you're right there. Because I'm pretty sure we found both of our Muramasas in the same world. I don't think we cheated to get a Muramasa.
I was gonna say, how honest do you want me to be on this note?
No, no, I mean, we
We did
fudged
find
it.
two. We did find 2 Muramasas. I helped along one of them because we were having too much trouble in the dungeon. But we did find 2 Muramasas on our world.
I'm about to say, like, if I remember correctly, you helped us with the lava boots or the lava waders,
Mm-hmm.
um, because we had those saved up.
Lava
Um,
waders and the molten charm and 1 Murmasa. We were shy 1 Murmasa no matter how hard we looked. So I picked that up, and then when I was going through the dungeon trying to find all the specialty boxes or chests so I could use my keys, I ended up finding another Muramasa during that time.
oh,
So
I didn't.
there were 2 on this world, but we did had to sneak one in. Quote
Oh,
unquote sneak.
now I feel dirty. I thought we found both of our Muramasas.
I asked you if you were cool with that, so my hands are clean as far as I'm concerned, even though it was my world that had all this stuff.
Okay, maybe we cheated to get our second Muramasa.
I mean, we just expedited, but we legitimately got a second one, so I prefer expedite.
We took out a loan. We loaned 1 Muramasa from one world, Prepaid.
And I will be taking it back so I can have it in my transfer world because I'm a pack or digital pack rat.
All right, I guess I'm okay with this.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the swamp.
Yeah, it's daytime, dude. Um, Generally speaking, the one thing
You still need to
we
do farming though.
is the farming done?
The flax is ready to go.
Now, generally speaking, the only thing we usually cheat is cell phone.
Yeah,
But
we take everything out.
in our last for the worthy playthrough,
You
you
gotta
know,
be shitting me. I don't think we've ever gone that long without finding a guide voodoo doll. 20 hours.
damn. Okay. But yeah, no.
And the barley's almost done.
Yeah. It's okay. I guess I need to. Did I set up a box? I don't remember if I set up a box.
You were using these boxes as far as I know.
I think you're. Oh wait, it was this box. Yep, it was this box. Um, but yeah, no, it's I mean, we obviously legitimately gotten everything in the game before.
Mm-hmm. Multiple cell phones. The only thing I think we have a single copy of is the Discord rod. I think that's the only thing we've only gotten once. Everything
Yeah,
else we've gotten probably at least 5 times.
yeah, and Buddha probably has it as at its transfer world,
I most definitely do have it at my transfer world.
but apparently the rod of Discord is super useful for fighting the Empress of Light during the day.
Is it? See, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I ever really used it. I just remember that was one of those. It's like 1 in a million to drop, and I kind of, like we were saying earlier, completionist type stuff. And it's like, you know what? I want it.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever
Uh,
actually used it, but I got it.
I guess it was Moon Lord where like you can use the rod of Discord to dodge its laser. Yeah, it was Moon Lord. You use the rod of Discord to dodge laser face or laser,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and I was looking at this Reddit post about someone fighting Moon Lord on Further Worthy on Master Mode, and he was using post Moon Lord gear, and everyone's all like, "Okay, but does that count? Like you're using post Moon Lord gear here, aren't you cheating?"
Yeah. Well, and that's where I was talking about, or a discussion we were having behind the scenes earlier, where it's like, let's say we do expert for the worthy or something like that.
Yeah,
What can we legitimately take and still have it be considered something worth watching? Because if we're going in there with, Terra Prisma Blade with end game weapons and armor, there's no challenge there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, no matter what difficulty you're playing at, the the Zenith Blade breaks everything.
Mm-hmm. And Zenith Blade with, God or the God modifier, whatever the best modifier is. Same with Terra Prisma Blade with the best modifier.
Yeah,
I mean, you're pretty much ice skating all the way to the Moon Lord, in which case, then you're gonna have some issues. But still, you have the best shit in the game as you're taking him on. It's not gonna be. How the hell did I miss this? Well, I found the fifth dungeon I was assuming existed.
very nice, very nice.
Dungeon.
I am planting flags because
Dungeon.
flags. Yeah, legendary is best for Zenith, but when you start talking about like
It's the
The
summons that get weird.
Yeah, well, like most ranged weapons, you want Unreal. Most summons and magical weapons, you want Mythical.
I
I
don't
think
think
it.
it's mythical because they don't get benefit of like knockback, or summons aren't supposed to get the benefit of knockback unless they've since fixed that. So you wanted something like Ruthless, which gave you maximum damage and at the cost of knockback and the possibility of better like less mana for or for summon, but who cares about
Okay,
that? Because usually you're summoning mana from or mana, you're uh summoning summons from a place of safety.
yeah. So so ruthless makes sense for the summons,
Unreal is for the range,
and
and
mythical for the magic.
yeah, and then legendary for most melees.
Most
And that's the
melees,
thing is,
yeah,
I think most of these things have the most modifier in there where it's like, yes, for most you want Unreal range, for most you want or Ruthless for summons. But yeah, no, it was when I was going through the wiki years ago that that's one of the things they were talking about is oh yes, while you can go for mythical for your summons, you're not getting the benefit of like half of it. So while it's nice and don't throw it away. Actually, I think a few times your ruthless modifier will actually have like better damage, which is another reason why if you can great or if you can get ruthless, that's better. But
yeah.
you're not getting any knockback bonus and stuff like that. So and the amount of like I mean this is straight up wisdom of the crowds type shit too where it's like how many people were like putting in this information? Were they sharing it with the web naturally or were they making like their own spreadsheets and then hey, according to the spreadsheet I made.
Yeah.
Either way, it's one of those things that make me think, you know what? I don't think I can call myself a gamer. I enjoy video games, but that's insane.
What these fuckers do is amazing.
Well, I'm still a little sad I couldn't find that recording of a guy doing high chaos and Dishonored, where dude literally shot a flaming crossbow bolt into the air, went on killing people for like 2 minutes, and then looked to the left, and there was this guy just flailing about because the crossbow bolt hit him, and he.
Uh,
How? How? How?
uh, I have a full plantation of flax, and I have extra flax in the box, so there's that.
Well, if it's in the box, you might as well just throw it into the loom, and the loom
Both
can take up
looms
to.
are full.
God damn. Yeah, it's 10 iron per piece, right? Or per piece of armor. So if
Uh,
you want to make yourself a padded cuirass, because we
uh,
should have at least 30
I guess the
iron.
barley is,
Oh no, we can't because we still need to make an upgrade a fucking forge, which goes back to the question. Yeah, no, we need to know if there's a Yagluth here or not, because that'll determine whether it's actually worth. No, actually, it still might be worth making an entire second base here, because we have access to all the different metals here. We don't
yeah,
have to ship it in. And obviously, we got access to folding spawning, in which case we're going to have a limitless source of black metal. So
iron
being able to do
nails,
all our
let's
black
see.
metal here. And we already have tin. I did mark one copper. I don't know if you have that on yours, though. It's not hard to find, though.
I mean, it depends if you've talked to the map yet.
I think I talked to the map when I found the copper, so. But I also think you're the one who's marked more things over here. The only thing I've beaten you on is the fact that I've been the one playing in the swamp. So if you notice things in the swamp, then which I think you should actually now that I think about it.
30 wood, 20 stone.
But yeah, go talk to the cartography table real quick and take a look at the map.
Nothing new to copy. You have not talked to the map station in a while.
I have not then. My bad. Okay.
Thirty wood, 20 stone, and 30 iron nails. Time to make a windmill.
Woo doo woo. Bread. And I wonder if bread is what's going to allow us to make the lox pie.
Yeah.
Of course, remember, take some of the first barleys and make a couple of fire-resistant meads just so that shit's out of the way.
Naturally.
Nerd base. Oh. So, quick question, or, oh, no, I guess I won't ask that question again. Apparently the answer is yes. Um, so if we finish our games this week, we're ultimately about thinking from shit. Well, I'm assuming we still haven't defined this from Remnant to something like Monster Hunter World, and then maybe Valheim to a game called It Takes Two or something like that. It's a story co-op type game. The It's Take Two seems like it's a bit of family therapy, so I think
Yeah.
Xionyx has some things to work through because he was the one who suggested that. Or I wanted to play a Prison Break game, but you know,
And I want to play the Prison Break game too. I'm just, you know.
Xionyx was the one who pushed the It Takes Two, the therapy game. I mean, if he has issues to work through, I'm here for him. Yeah, he's my buddy, but come on, man. Be a man. Hold it in.
Real men don't express their opinions.
Oh, they express their opinions. They just don't express their emotions. Except for laughter and anger. Maybe a little horny is, but you know, whatever.
What'd you die twice doing, man?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Ah, yes. Give me the barley. The barley.
I'm assuming you're gonna take the first chunk of barley for replanting, though.
Yeah, generally speaking, that's what I do.
Just making sure.
You are making sure correctly, but I need to repair my pitchfork. Haven't done it yet.
I didn't know this game had a pitchfork.
It's called a hoe.
Or a 304 if we don't want to get in trouble. What is a rake?
Rakes are actually male, apparently.
Okay. Anything useless I can throw? Not particularly.
So you have
Okay, this.
hoes, which are largely female, and rakes, which are male. But they are essentially the same thing.
Mm-hmm. At least it's inclusive. Well, somewhat inclusive while being exclusive.
Exactly.
Are you really gonna get us, keep us hanging, man? Come on. What you die twice in and of. Random things on the internet. There was actually a German guy, I think it was a German guy, who apparently had a idea of fetish to be eaten alive, and there was another guy
No
who had a fetish
worries.
for eating
Good night,
people.
speedrun.
Yeah, good night.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see
And just
you
remember to
tomorrow.
ask your mother one question. What the fuck is wrong with German people?
Don't actually ask her that.
Yeah, then you won't be able to watch us anymore. I watch way too much South Park. Which is funny because I don't think I've actually watched South Park since the last time we watched South Park, which was, what, 2 years ago now?
Yeah, something like that.
I That's a bit of a lie. I looked up 1 or 2 episodes. God, what was that episode I found on my first try again? Oh, Butter's Bottom Bitch.
Yeah.
Still can't believe I found that on first try. It's non-existent surprise, but I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Buddha knows South Park better
On like a subconscious level, apparently.
than healthy people should be allowed to know South Park.
See, the sad part is I'm quite sure there's somebody out there who could name like the people who do the animation and whatnot, and I'm just sitting there going, I have no idea who that schmo is.
What's important is that you care.
Well, it's the fact that they care. I just find it fascinating. It's the same way it's like, how the fuck did they find out this glitch? I care that somebody found out this glitch. And I'm curious about the thought process, but beyond that, it's like it's found.
Yeah, the glitch is found.
Ding dong, the glitch is found. The glitch is found. The glitch is found.
You are a glitch, 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 glitch. You're a stupid glitch.
Such a lovely song too.
We can't play it.
For 2 reasons.
Probably more than two.
I can only think of two. First, the thing that we were gonna use for the God damn it, you cheating. Yeah, take on the Drogers. So, dude, 2 Deathsquitos came into the swamp and hit me. But apparently, 3 Drogers came up to take me on, but they decided that the Deathsquito was the bigger threat, which is kind of true, kind of insulting. Oh,
Alright, well. That's a bunch of barley planted. There's a bunch of flax planted.
now I'm kind of curious why Speed had to go dinner time for him, maybe.
Hmm. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm. Man, God damn it. Double god damn it.
Damn it! God damn it! God damn it!
So I'm running home, and as I'm running home, there's there's a leech that 1-star leech that appears in front of me. Okay, 1-star leech. Still use the blood bag if I remember right. So I start to kill that, and as soon as I start to kill that, a wraith comes up from behind.
Mm. So
I suppose you're somewhat primed for combat.
yep. I'm actually winding down to go to bed, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I'm with speedrun. I still sort of kind of got to work tomorrow.
Well, he's not going to bed.
I mean, we don't know that.
I mean, I guess it's theoretically possible he's going to bed, but I doubt it.
Well, I need to go to bed. I got shit to do tomorrow.
Okay. And
Max is healthy. Barley is healthy. The windmill is chewing. Some barley flour. Which I'll go ahead and just put right here because I ain't got shit else place to put it.
wait, what?
Barley flour on the left.
No, I picked it up, and all it said was barley flour. I figured it'd give me more recipes. I don't know. Dropping off inventory. Apparently, our money section of the money box is now full. We really do need to go fishing.
Yeah, we do. That's a problem for future us.
Yes, it is.
Well, I guess if we want to make a forge, we're gonna need copper up there.
And we have copper.
Hmm?
I know a source of copper that I can get real quick, like.
All right. So I guess the last thing we need up there will be silver. But I mean, honestly, at this point, it would save us a trip, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I need to call it since I got shit to do tomorrow, like work.
Blasphemy.
I know. It's absurd. It's dangerous. It's
How are
going to
paying
the
the bills?
man.
But the man makes you go to St. Louis, which you just spent about a half hour bitching about.
Yeah, the man's also paying me a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Such a whore. Rake.
I mean, I am a rake. I am a total rake. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna pretend to lie. I am a fucking rake.
Okay. All's be good.
All right.
Quite
Uh,
successful. I mean, it's a little sad we didn't find a Yagluth shrine or whatever, but
yeah. All things considered, it was really good. We could still potentially find Yagluth, but
yeah, there's 3 areas left to look, and they're very small areas, so possible but unlikely is the best I can think to say.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
and
one more thing.
one more thing.
Save the table, talk to the table. You want to do the same thing real quick?
All right. Read map. Record. Read. Record. Record. Read. Read.
No.
All right. All right. Anyways, I guess we're done for the night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow with Remnant from the Ashes, which is almost certainly going to be the end or right up to the end, and then we'll finish it on Friday. Um, we're probably gonna kill it tomorrow. We're probably gonna kill the root mother, well, not the root mother, whatever, and whatever. We'll probably kill Remnant from the Ashes.
It's something
Terraria.
jaw.
Terraria will probably flail about like a fun bunch of fucking Fridays, blah 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 blah. But we'll be building up to the pillars. But yeah, so and we'll be back with Valheim on Thursday, and we'll probably finish on Thursday, unless we can't find Yagluth. We have everything we need.
Thursday's up for discussion, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Thursday is up
Uh,
for
well, we'll talk about it in a
sad.
second, but cut
Yep.
stream.
All right. Anyways, thank you for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Hey, it's day 131. Good night.